store. Gonna drive to the city on a Saturday night. Well, the streetlights were bright and they shone in her hair. Gonna tell her I love her if it takes me all night. Then she turned her eyes towards him and she flashed him a smile. And he wanted to speak, but his tongue had been tied. Then she straightened her skirt and she combed out her hair, and he guessed that she might love him too. They were only 16, they were too young to play, but he just got the keys to his dad's Chevrolet. They were only 16, but they both were in love, and they'd never be lonely again. After the drive-in, they went to the park. In silence, he caressed her. They made love in the dark. As she buttoned her blouse, she said, "Don, I love you, and I'll never be alone anymore." They were only 16, they were too young to play, but he just got the keys to his dad's Chevrolet. They were only 16, but they both were in love, and they'd never be lonely again. Don dropped her off and he gave her a kiss. He said, "Brenda, I love you. Will you remember this? I'll see you tomorrow after history class." And he vanished in the Midwestern night. The following weeks were just like a dream. On the 4th of October, Brenda called on the phone. She said, "Can you come over? I've something to say, and I just can't hold off one more day." They were only 16, they were too young to play, but he just got the keys to his dad's Chevrolet. They were only 16, but they both were in love, and they'd never be lonely again. As she told him the news, his mouth opened wide. He wanted to speak, there was nothing inside. Brenda said, "Ain't you happy? It's your baby too." And he vanished in the Midwestern night. They were only 16, they were too young to play, but he just got the keys to his dad's Chevrolet. They were only 16,